I gotta be quick because I only have a minute and 30 seconds starting now. I'm kidding, now it's starting. For a brief history, this is one of a group of 12 alabaster figures that were found buried. They were buried under the square temple at Ashnuna and are estimated to be from 2900 to 2600 BCE. This one is called the Standing Male Worshipper. He's about 1 foot tall and has a wavy unibrow that outlines the ridge above his eyes, which are very large and wide, and inside they contain large pupils. This displays a sense of attentiveness, since his original purpose was to look at a statue of a god. His eyes are separated with the bridge of a massive nose that expands far off of his face and leads the viewer's eyes down his face to his small mouth, which is a smooth extrusion off of his face that has a horizontal slit in the center to create 2 parallel lines. These lines are beveled, giving the representation of a pair of lips. His mouth is enclosed by his facial hair, which is framed by braided hair that spirals down from the top of his head. Up there, it is parted at the center of the scalp. His beard then goes down to his chest in a sort of wave-like pattern right to his small hands, which are clasped together. They come from similarly small forearms, which lead up to broad upper arms that are connected to broad shoulders, which when combined with his upright posture gives him the sense of frontality. As the viewer follows from his broad shoulders down to his torso, they would see how it starts to begin to narrow until they get to his hips, where there begins an expansion outward that connects to his forearms. This marks not only where the skirt starts flowing more loosely, but also displays how his upper body is flat and his lower body is very cylindrical. The expansion is very rapid in the beginning, making a big jump to his forearms, but after that it changes to slowly expanding as you go down his skirt. Once the viewer reaches the bottom, they will notice very fine incising. On his back there is a ridge carved horizontally around his hips, and below that there is a carved rectangle with the longer side going vertically. This might represent a tied belt around him that is hanging down. On his back, the viewer can also see how there's a taper in the shape of a V down to his waist from his shoulders. I think it's a cool piece, so I give it 5 stars. Wait, I forgot the most important detail.
Here's to the ones that we got.